Hello YouTube, we got another video with the a6300 and using non-native lenses via a electronic commlite adapter. Again, this adapter was purchased off eBay for 56 bucks, shipped, and I'm showing this one with the Canon 50mm EF STM lens. It's referred as the Nifty 50 Plastic Fantastic. It's basically a good lens for the money. It's around $100 to $125. I forget exactly. It's good for the money. It's pretty sharp. Not the sharpest at 1.8, but if you stomp down a little bit to low twos, it sharpens up quite nicely. You get decent bokeh out of it. Photography on a budget, you can't go wrong. Now, if I didn't already have that being said, I would just buy the Sony. The Sony 1.8 50mm, I believe, is optical stabilized. I'm not sure. This one isn't. It's a little bit more money, but it's native. I'm sure it'll focus better. I may buy it. I don't know. We'll see how this works out in real world. What is a negative to these lenses, obviously, is the size and weight of the adapter itself. The reason you're buying such a small camera like this is because you want something small and lightweight package. You start adding adapters. This adapter weighs about as much as the lens, as well as adding about almost twice the, not quite, but twice, almost twice the length from the camera as well. It comes with a tripod mount. I took it off. I don't use it with these light lenses. You can if you want, but it just adds more weight. It's all steel. It doesn't look as heavy as it is. This one doesn't focus as fast as the other two lenses that I have from Canon, the EFS 24mm Pancake and the 1018. But it does reliably work. It hunts a little bit if it's a shaded area, but not bad. It's perfectly acceptable. I'm going to show you an example. It's in the later in the afternoon here. My kitchen it's very dim or fairly dim, and I'll show you. I'll try to see if I can just do some lock on focuses, show you the back of the camera, as well as try to get it to hunt in a shaded area. For me, it's acceptable. I had the lens, so it's a no-brainer to get the adapter. I'm hoping the new Sigma adapter for 250 bucks is even better. I might try that when it comes out. Might wait for the reviews to see how it goes, because when you use these adapters, they work for the electronic aperture settings, and it's silent. I'm gonna switch over to manual mode. So bear with me for a second. And when I switch aperture, it allows you to electronically switch aperture. Before that, if you're using a manual adapter, you'd have to use a lens that's a full manual lens where you could adjust the aperture by dialing the lens. Where this is electronic, so what this does is it'll let you adjust the aperture of the lens electronically, which is pretty neat. The other thing, obviously, the reason I like it for it is it also allows you to focus using, the autofocus method. Again, it's not perfect, but it's way better from what I'm hearing than the a6000. It kind of works like the a7R2. It's acceptable for me, not as good as native on this one. And this lens doesn't have any hiccups like the 1018 that I have. So that said, I'll spin it around so you can kind of see a different angle of width. How it looks as far as camera size goes. Okay. And let's give you an example of a focus. Get the back of the screen in focus. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to switch it back to auto so I don't have to mess with the exposure. So, lock, 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 lock. I'm going to switch back to something closer. Lock, lock. I'm going to shoot the corner TV, and let's see if we can get it to hunt. I actually did very well that time. It was giving a little bit of a hunt before. Here it goes. Again, the TV's in the shade. There it goes. I'm not helping it at all. I'm holding the focus down. So you do get, especially shooting in the shade, sometimes it will do a little focus hunting, but in the brighter areas, I mean, it looks like it's not shaded because of the camera's adjusting ISO and whatnot for exposures. I'm in auto setting, but it is actually pretty dark there. Same thing with the table. Again, it's adjusting for my exposure, but it's actually pretty dark in here. Not bad. You know, I have just the kitchen light on, which my wife always complains that it's not bright. My son's water and he just ate dinner, so let's just, if it's in its focal range, it'll focus obviously faster than when it has to switch focus to close, to further out. It's dark in there, but no problem locking on. There you go. Well, this finishes up the commlite test. So hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.